Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, depending from where you're watching and listening to me around the globe. I am Mbonu as by vocation I'm a Catholic priest. By profession, I am a licensed clinical psychologist. In my YouTube therapeutic series on conquering bad habits, today I want to talk about the psychology of six slave masters. Just reading from the scriptures. On the book of Daniel, chapter 5, verse 4, they praise the gods of gold, silver, bronze, iron, wood, and stone. These are physical, natural elements, but they can control human beings. They can become little gods, and human beings can become slaves under them. They can become masters that crave for service and servitude. Who is a master? Someone who controls, who dominates, who commands, who gives orders. Who is a slave? I'm not talking about a servant. A servant does service, but a slave is a property. It's an object, not even a subject. A slave is bought and it becomes a property of the buyer. The slave has no rights. The buyer can dispose of it anytime he or she wants. The life and death of a slave, they are in the hands of the buyer. So, I want to talk about these six slave masters, their psychology of domination. And without them, it's very hard for you to survive in life. But I want you to be their masters and not their slaves. The first is gold. Gold represents money or wealth. Money should serve you, not you serving money. Money should be at your disposal and not you to be at the disposal of money. But when it becomes your master, we put a ring to your nostrils and drag you to destruction. Be careful. Then the second god is silver. It represents positions. People crave for positions. But any position that God does not put you there, two things will happen. Either you destroy that position or that position will destroy you. Go and ask Abacha. Look for position that God has put you. And when you are in that position, people will be happy. Then the third God is the God of bronze, property and possessions. You acquire this, you acquire this, you acquire this. You go for once and not your knees. Before you know it, you are full of property. But when you die, you have only one property, your casket. Don't take more than you need. Don't go for once, go for your knees. Then the third God is the God of what? Iron, strong characters, willpower. When you have such strong characters, you cannot be changed. You cannot be amenable. You're like this. Careful, it will lead you to ruin. Then you have the God of stone, bad habits, addictions. Addictions to pornography, to masturbation, to sexual disorders, addiction to alcoholism, to smoking, to substances. That's why in this YouTube channel, I deal on how to conquer the bad habits, addictions. Be careful. Habit, if not controlled, becomes your second nature. Then you have the god of wood, that's flesh. The pleasures of the flesh, you care for them. It's a problem. Your senses, your passions, and your emotions, they control you. You don't control them. The difference between a human being and an animal is a human being should control the flesh, should control the desires of the flesh. But for an animal, no. The animal is led by instinct and not by reason. So the desires and the appetite and the passions of the flesh control the animal. So, but when you are controlled by your desires and the passions of the flesh, you're an animal. You become a human animal, or you become a human being. B-E-A-N, the being that we eat, and not a human being. B-E-I-N-G, still in the making. So beware of these 6 slave masters and how to conquer them, and you take a dominion over all of them. So in my next video, I will talk about the psychology of secrecy. 5 things that you must hide from people. You can like this video, you can share this video, you can comment, and also you can subscribe. If you want to contact me, my email is on the screen, mbonugon@yahoo.com, mbonugon@gmail.com. God loves you, and so do I. Thanks for watching. Bye.